What's going on, guys? I've been asked to make more DJ videos or just anything around DJing. So today I want to teach you guys how to make your own edits like the pros, the most efficient way I know how to do it, and I've recently been doing it and I absolutely love it. What you're going to need today is your DJ software. So you're going to need Serato, Tractor, or Rekordbox. I use Rekordbox because that's what Pioneer's software is and it's most compatible with CDJs. All the other ones work just fine as well. We're pretty much just going to use it for the key of the track and the BPM. It's just easier to sort that way. And then we're going to go into your DAW of choice. I use Ableton, obviously, but you can do this in any DAW. It's super easy, and we're just going to grind right into it. So first, what you need to do is you need to go into Rekordbox or your DJ software of choice. You'll see here I have different music, but the biggest thing you need to be able to see is the key, as that's going to be very important along with the BPM. And the goal here when you're making edits is to find similar key tracks and similar BPM. It's the easiest way to do it, and this is the way I like doing it, is finding my similar key, listening to the tracks, see what would work well and what would maybe be a good double, triple, or even quad drop, which I really don't do quad drops in dubstep. It's more of a rhythm thing, but I will show you a triple in this example. So I will take this info here, and then I will go into my Ableton, which you'll see. Don't get overwhelmed, don't worry. Very, very straightforward. And I'll type in these tracks. So for example, for this one today, I can see that I have the Hardwell Pac-Man Jasmine Flip, I have Resurrect and Cliptic Song Havoc, and I have Company's Rapture. These are all the same key. They are D minor, and they are all 150 BPM. And one little pro tip I would give you, at least for Ableton, you can add folders. I would add your DJ music, because this is how I can easily find these tracks as soon as I am looking for them. I look from Rekordbox, switch over, drag it in. Now the next thing you're going to need, if you know DJing, is some sort of like low-end cut. I made my own DJ rack. It's not advanced at all. It's just a rack that has 3 different bands. If I turn it down, you'll see the volume goes down to negative infinity. And the reason why we do that is because when you're doubling or tripling or even quad dropping, you only want one sub active. Now, pro tip on this, you usually want to have the sub of what you want to stand out the most. So for example, Rapture here has a sub that moves a little bit faster. Da, 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 da. Sounds like this. Whereas the other two are very bro-step-ish. By bro-step-ish, I mean quarter note. Same with Pac-Man here. So I'm going to turn the subs off of the ones I don't want, which I'm going to opt for Havoc being the sub one. So I'm going to turn Pac-Man off. Sounds like this without it. And same with Raptor. Because if you have a lot of low end, it just gets really muddy and it doesn't sound good on massive speakers. Next thing you're going to do is cut it up how you want. Like you'll see that this is kind of on its own. I have a lot of cuts in. This is how you'd usually chop. And you may be saying, well, why don't you just triple this like if it's a normal CDJ? I totally could. Or I could play an event where they only have 2 CDJs. And if that's the case and I'm trying to do a triple, it's impossible. So that's why I make edits.
No. He's got a point.
From there, you're just gonna, like I said, cut it up and make it your own. Cut out the lows of what you don't want. And this is what I kind of get coming out from the outro of the track. I'll play a little bit of the edit. Alright, you guys get it. One thing to keep in mind too, if you drag a track in, make sure you're, one, not warped, or if you are, make sure you're at the right BPM, which is 150, and make sure you're lining these transients as close as possible to the one, because if it's slightly off, you get a really weird... You're going to get a really weird click, as if your beat matches are not all the way lined up. So make sure that your track is lined up on all the ones. Make sure it is the right BPM. And then once you're done with that and you're happy with it, say in this instance it's a build, I'm going to allow myself an extra 8 bars, because usually I'm going to mix my track 8 bars back before I'm going to start bringing them in. So rather than having to be on the dot here, I can be back 8 bars, go, and I can start mixing in around here, if that makes sense. After you get done with that, solo all your lanes that you want. I'm gonna go to the Rapture to the second build, right at the pre-drop, which it goes to right here. Actually, I just have this coming in, so in this instance, I would just get rid of that for this track here. So now I have something that goes, and then I can switch it to something else while I'm DJing live. And then from there, we're just going to export it. Make sure you highlight before, so it'd be like boom. We want till there. We have our 3 soloed. File, export, and then you can create your own edit, which you'll see here. This is going to have the and now I have that saved as my own edit. So a really quick way of making your own edits using your DJing software paired with your actual DAW. So I hope that helped you guys be able to create pro edits just like everyone else in the scene, and happy creating. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.